bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
Yo, what's up, bro? On. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday, August 28th. Can anyone hear me? Yes, I think we can. I think we're good. I think so. Abram, what's up, dude? How you doing? Ooh, what a day. What a day. It is just cranking hot in this garage. This old ass iPad is lagging. Um, just I don't know. I got where do I begin? I'm awake 3 to 5 days this week. We did it. Let's go. Congratulations, sir. And 2 of those days you were the first commenter. I don't even know if you know the program, but the first person to break the silence in the comment chain gets 10,000 points, not dollars, points. And so you're currently, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you're tied for third place with 20K points. So, you know, what's up, dude? Hey, looks like we might have a special guest. Let's see if I can get him up to the stage. Like I said, this iPad is just dog water trash this morning. Oh my God, you are killing me, iPad. I can't just like get a background on. Look at this. Oh, he just bounced. Okay, well, maybe we figure that out. Maybe we don't. Who knows? Oh, I see him again. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try this. Hold on. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. And good morning, sir. There he is. He did it. He worked the magical TV screen device in his pocket or on his desk. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
There he is. Good morning, David.
I got a little reverb going on here.
Yeah, maybe you guys a little delay or something, huh? Good morning, Oz.
Yeah, let me shut down the stay on the stream here.
Yeah.
All right. Coach Beard, what's going on?
You know, not too much. I had a pretty decent day yesterday until it all fell apart at the end of the night. But other than that, pretty solid. Like you do.
Fell apart at the end of the night. I think there's a story there.
Yeah, it is. It's a crazy story. It's one of those things where I was all set up to go to bed. My wife and my daughters were doing their thing that they normally do on a Thursday night, going to and from dance class. And I heard them rumbling, so I went out to see what was going on, and I just like my wife comes up the stairs just heated, like heated, and I'm like, "Oh crap, what did I do?" Like I'm like, I'm getting into that scared moment, and she just like beelines to like my daughter's room and just starts tearing her a new one because my our daughter Bailey just got her license like a week ago, just got her car a couple days ago, and apparently she was cruising around with some kids last night. Actually, they're not kids, they're adults. And she came here to our house and dropped the kid off. And then she peeled out, not like peeled out like there were no tires screeching, but she yeah, floored it, leaving our little neighborhood here. And my wife heard it and she replayed the Ring camera 1,000 times, and she was just like, "That's it. Car's gone. See you later." And she was heated. Like, she's like, "I'm so freaking pissed." I'm like, "Damn." Like, my wife doesn't normally get pissed, so that's usually my job.
Amy. All right.
Yeah. So we're gonna have an interesting day. We're gonna have an interesting weekend. They're supposed to go to a concert together tomorrow. The three
What
girls.
concert?
It's like a festival out in Irvine called Daisy Chains.
All right.
So the main performer is one of their favorites, Olivia Rodrigo, um,
Ah, big
and
name.
a bunch of other people like that. Yeah, yep. So they're super excited for that. They got VIP passes, all this kind of stuff. But hopefully, Amy and Bailey don't tear each other new ones today. And then another ticket goes up for sale, and Bailey stays home with Dad and Bentley, sad faced. What's
So
up,
yeah,
Ron?
Dom has to do triage. Everybody's going to be injured.
I was trying my hardest. Like, my wife was talking last night, and she was just so like mad and upset. And I'm just like, the whole time, I'm just looking at her, and I'm like, the only reason that you even know, like, her Bailey's biggest mistake last night was just doing it in front of our house. Like, if she would have done that in front of her school, in the Target parking lot, anywhere else where we can't hear or see her or don't have a Ring camera on her, nothing would have happened. We would have never known. Her biggest mistake was you never do that shit in front of your parents. If you're gonna do dumb stuff, like, every kid has to do dumb stuff, but you
Right,
don't
right.
do it in front of someone. Like, go find an empty parking lot and do donuts. Okay, come on, man. Rookie move. So I tried not to make
Rookie.
light
Yeah.
of the situation because my wife does not like that. I tried to just listen and let her get it out.
Well, I had the same experience, when my kids were growing up. They would do stupid things and then they come home and confess, which is really
Yeah.
nice. It's like, hey, guess what? I did something stupid. It's like, did you survive?
Yeah.
That's kind of the guy
exactly.
response. It's like, yeah, I fell out of a tree, but here I am. I'm
Yeah.
okay.
Was anybody hurt? Did you
But
break your
my
car?
my wife just would go ballistic. It's like, you were
Mhm.
so stupid, and lambaste them. Anyway,
Yeah. Damn.
stories told.
I started driving. Would happen all the time, not on purpose. Pedal pressure. Yeah. She does have a heavy foot. There was a number of times when she was driving with me where she would push the pedal a little too heavy. My wife and I both drive fast. So, like, part of me was like trying to resist that temptation too, of like, "Hey honey, like, you and I both drive fast." And, like, we've told Bailey, like, you need to follow the instructions of your instructor. You need to follow the rules of the road while you're a new driver. The way that mom and dad drive comes with 20 plus years of experience. But we all know the adage, do as I say, not as I do. We all know that that's not what kids are
Right,
going to
right.
do. Like, that's an improper way to try to teach your children. Like, they're going to soak more of what you do than what you say. So at the end of the day, whose fault is it really? It's this guy. It's the speedster.
I've taught my kids to do all types of evasive maneuvers, and
Yeah.
try to teach them how to drive manual. I think we had that text in the earlier, and 1 out of 3 figured it out and got really good at it. But yeah, back to the conversation. It was really interesting that I'm a speedster.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's like, what's the old
Interesting.
song? I can't drive 55.
No.
Like,
No.
it's like I cannot. It's like my average speed on the interstate is 80, but I can
Oh
see
yeah.
the speed, the speed traps miles away if I can see
Yes.
them. And so it's
Yes.
like, you slow down, you wave at the officer, and then You shift into high gear and keep going. I'm such a
Yeah.
bad boy. Oh my
I
goodness.
know. The one of the last tickets I got, we were hauling down the freeway, me and the whole family, and I saw a cop and I slowed down, and then he proceeded to get like look like he was gonna get off the freeway. So then I sped up again and he jammed up right behind me and he's like, dude, I saw all of that. Like he's like, what are you doing? He's like, you don't just slow down because you see me and then speed up again. And I'm like, really? You don't? Okay. That's news to me, dude. I thought that was the
Well,
rules in California.
my last ticket, it was funny. It's like it's kind of the old joke. It's like, how do you outrun a bear? And I just need to be faster than you.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing. I was in a column of cars. We were just cruising at 85 miles an hour through Cincinnati, and the trooper pulled me over because I was in the back of the line.
Yeah. Gotcha. I understand that. Yep.
New definition of bear, but yeah.
It's funny. How's your week, man? How have you been?
It's
How's
been
the
good. I've been dealing with other people's stress, which I don't know
Yeah.
how to deal with. But at the end of the day, it's like, business is blooming and I'm just loving
Good.
life. So
Nice.
I know that's a 1, 2, 3, but yeah,
Yeah.
that was my week.
How's your kid doing making a kid?
I forgot I told you that. She's on week 14.
Okay.
Week 20, they're going to do another ultrasounds, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
I call it picture day, but at the end of the day,
Yeah. Yeah.
we'll see if the kid smiles. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the those are fun. That was one
Yeah.
of the fun moments I remember with our kids. Like we basically had high risk pregnancies every time. So because once you have one, you're kind of like lumped into that for the future. So we had picture day like every week. Like our first child Bailey, we had picture day almost every day. Um, we were like the test practice for all the nurses in the ward. They're like, we're like, don't you want to learn how to use the ultrasound machine? Because we're down to see our kid. Um, so that was a fun one. That a fun part of an not so fun pregnancy.
Well, fun facts on my kids. Not this one, the future kid. Um, my first two were Clomid babies because
Oh yeah,
my wife
yep.
and I, we tried for like 5 years
That was our
and it
second
wasn't
one.
working.
Yep.
And of course, my big worry about Clomid was you can have multiple births. Not
Mm,
multiple. It's like it could be twins, triplets. You have no
okay.
idea. And of course, that was the fear factor in my mind. Um, and
Yeah.
so I had two beautiful daughters, and we thought we were done. And then, the surprise came up, number 3,
Without the Clomid, right?
without the Clomid.
Yeah.
No
So
plans.
ours was similar, but a little different. The first one surprise, second one Clomid, third one surprise.
So my primary physician said something really interesting. He said he was going through like the same thing, same age, same situation, and it's just like guy to guy. We just talking. It's like, yeah, it's like, and then they had their first one, and he goes, I learned the secret on how to get a baby.
Yeah.
I go, what is it? He goes, well, it's not what you think. It's like, I'm a doctor. I went into serious debt in medical school. I bought into a practice. I bought a house. I went into some, deep debt. And guess
Yeah.
what? You get pregnant.
Just to add more.
Yeah. It was just like, he goes, well, that's the secret to success. Here we go.
Yeah. Don't plan for it. Don't expect it. Don't prep for
Yeah.
it.
No. Yeah.
Stop worrying about it. It's coming. All right. Yeah. Did
I
you
know.
do the
A lot to
reading?
think about. I did the reading. Where'd it go? There was a thought that came out of it. I'm going to pull it
Let's
up here
hear it.
right now.
Don't use your kids is the title, people.
Yeah. Don't use your kids. I think there was an idea in here. Where'd it go? I think social media does exploit our children. But that's kind of, and I think that my jump statement there, my thoughts were, we won't use Mr. Zuckerberg's name quite out loud here, but he just got fined, how many billions of dollars for exploiting children, according to the courts. And it's the same thing. It's like, don't throw your kids under the bus because you made a stupid decision. I think that's more of a dadism. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, if you make a bad decision, it's like, don't make it your kid's fault.
Yeah, I like the reading's a good reminder, like they all are. Tough one. I think my wife and I go back and forth on this a lot where, she really likes taking photos of the kids, and I know she's got the photos handled. So I get the luxury of sitting back and enjoying the moments and not worrying about anything like that. I try to tamp her down a little bit and say, honey, like, relax a little bit on the photos. What are we going to do with all of this, this hard drive space and all these photos at the end of whatever it is, our term, the kid's life? Like, we're really just going to like pass the kids a hard drive and be like, here's your childhood. How like back in the day, your parents would give you a box of old photos for you to go through. And, you get to see some very like random moments in your childhood or our childhood, whereas our kids are going to have like almost like a daily log of their entire life. And so, part of me, like, I can appreciate it because it would be nice to have some more moments from my childhood, but I don't know that how much we take is necessary. And then, yes, the next step of like putting it on social media, it's like, I like to think that we're doing it to cue in the family, like the grandparents, the aunts and uncles, the people that are out of state,
Right.
just letting them know what's up, what's going on. Then when we see them after a year or two, or not a long time of seeing them, they're like, oh, it's so great to see, like everybody says the same thing. It's so great to see like what your kids are up to and what you guys are up
Right.
to and all that stuff. And I like to think that's what it's for, and that it's not for like the likes, like I'm not big on that. It doesn't matter to me. But I don't know, I just know that I've never really looked at that number, whatever that number is. Even the Daily Dad stuff, it's the same thing. Like, I'll go in there and anyone who comments, I'll try to respond or like their comment just so that they know that I'm reading it, but I'm not putting out the posts and the content to try to see some sort of 1,000 number or anything crazy like that. That's my
there's also the safety issue. You put your kids out on social media, and some days they can become targets.
Yeah.
You get the, I won't use pedophiles, but I just said that. You get those creepy people out there that they can figure it out on social media, where your kids live, and, figure out how to abuse them. But on the other side, there's also, the, what do you call it? Their peers. Now, if you're sharing pictures of newborns, that's one thing. But there's also that social stigma of where, their peers will start hunting them down and start bullying them. And it's kind of like likes and not likes. It's like, they start doing body shaming and all the other strange things that happen in youth. I don't understand that. And, in the social media, it's like,
I think that the toughest thing
should I see a picture of Dom on Instagram. Should I call him fat? It's like, I don't think that's appropriate.
No, not at Not at all. I I think the harder thing right now is I'm sure there's a time when we're getting to this in the reading, but our kids using social media
I know,
is the
Dee Dee.
harder
Let's get to
is
the
the
reading.
harder time in life. I do believe that my girls, when they use their social media, they are doing it for the likes. They are paying attention to who's looking at their stories and who's not is another thing. Like who's not liking things. Um, yeah. So that gets real complicated. How do you teach that? How do you have that conversation with your kids? That's a tough one.
Yeah, I
I've
think
definitely not
I'll
had that.
share an early story on Facebook. First time I got on Facebook, my kids were there first. My daughter's in middle school or high school. And it was funny because they found me on Facebook. Said, Dad, you can't be here. This is for us. It's like you're too old to be on here.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's a social channel. It's like everybody's on here, whether you
Yeah.
want to or not. It's not a 1-2 thing, but it's like if you subscribe, here you are.
Yeah. Did you ever have any issues with them and social media or
I'm not sure if I can share the story out loud, but yeah,
okay.
we did have one.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, that's
my
fine.
daughter did some postings. She bumped into a pedophile,
Oh
and that
no.
pedophile asked
Damn.
her to do certain things.
Oh
And then the
shit.
police showed up at my doorstep and said, "Guess what? It's not that they were watching, but it's like, yeah, we been following this pedophile for a while, and we needed to address this situation." So
Wow.
yeah, I've had it's it was a deep conversation. I'm glad they did it. Had to sit my
Yeah.
daughter down and say, "Hey, you can't do that." Of course, she was
Yeah.
ashamed, but it's just kind of lure of the
Hmm.
social media platforms. It's like somebody will come up to him and say, "Hey, Dom, take your T-shirt off. I want to see you." And that's
Yeah.
kind of where that conversation went with my daughter. So we talked with
That's
the
pretty much
police.
all
They
my
arrested the pedophile, and
oh my
all
gosh.
that stuff worked out. But it was just a
Tough moment.
strange experience.
Yeah. That's tough. Yeah, I think you guys know I just went through that with my grandmother actually. She got totally catfished online, lost a bunch of money, blew up her marriage, all that kind of stuff. Like blew up her relationship with her daughters and like, she's in her 80s, I think. And just and then the other thing that happened was, Bailey had a run in with a friend who created a whole nother account just to like bully her. And it's weird, they're friends again. Like they went from being friends to not being friends to this situation to being friends again.
Who are friends? The bully?
Girls, yeah, the girl who apparently, I don't know
Oh,
that
okay.
allegedly, I don't know that it was ever fully proven, but this girl that she was really good friends with, that they then had a falling out and became not friends. And during the not friends time, it was alleged that she created a whole nother social media account just to like talk shit. And I don't know that that was ever proven or squashed or whatever, but they are now friends again.
So when
So,
kids are growing up, it's funny. They
yeah.
always have I call it the BFF of the week.
Yes.
It's like my best friend
Yes.
forever, and then next week it's a new best friend,
Yeah.
and
That
they're on
term.
the outs with one, and then they're on the ends with them the next week.
Yeah. I don't think they understand the word forever. I think we've had that conversation or in some of the reading where it's like kids lack those higher level like critical thinking tasks like future planning and really understanding what forever is, or what a long time is. A long time to them is more like weeks and months, than years and years. It's a hard concept for humans to understand in general. Hence why, financial planning, savings for retirement, all that stuff is not common.
Yeah. So I think with my kids, I have one daughter, the one who's pregnant. She went through this episode where her girl group was
Hmm.
planning on going to a movie, and they were trying to pick the time and the place, what theater, what time we're going to go to it, and all that detail. And she did it all on text, and all of a sudden they went quiet.
Yeah.
And I told her, it's like, just call them. It's like, oh, I can't do that. It's like, yes, you can. It's like they've they are going quiet, so close the loop here, make the call.
Yeah.
And what happened was she was totally disappointed. They all went to the movie, had a ton of fun together, and didn't include her. So she
Oh
was highly
no.
disappointed. And
Yeah.
it was it was just a learning moment. So as a dad, you got to be a coach sometimes and just sit them down and say, you know what, people can be weird, people can be strange, people don't know how to communicate.
Yeah. I think text messaging and social media, has definitely made a lot of those situations harder. A lot of them better, right? A lot, we're connected in a way that we haven't been before. So we can reach out and have those conversations. But at the same time, um, in those situations, it can make kids feel very disconnected because, I know this, that my girls will have a group text with some friends, but then there's a whole nother group text that's like the same friends minus one. Like there'll be all these other chains where someone is then left out. And if don't get the group texts right, and you accidentally or maybe on purpose do something with that one person left out, and then you, in a social situation, maybe at school, you're hanging out with that person and they're like, oh yeah, don't you remember? And they're like, nope, that was not me. And then all of a sudden, maybe accidentally or on purpose, you've left that person out, or you've gone and created an event and that person didn't get to go to it. Like we
Right.
have that in our
Right.
adult group chats. So it's pretty wild how that creates situations like that.
So Dom, have you been on a signal chat with Pete Seth recently?
What was that?
I said, have you been on a signal chat with Pete Hegseth?
No, I don't think
I'm
so.
making a
Who's
joke
that?
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's supposed to be our Secretary of Defense.
Oh no.
It's a joke. Anyway, I think back to my movie scenario here. It was funny that I was the daddy Uber. It's like
Hmm.
she was a teen, and it's like she wanted to get a ride to the movie theater to be with her friends, and it didn't work out. So it's just really interesting on how communication works. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the day last week, Friday, when I had to wake up at 3 a.m. and take my daughter to Denny's, the whole thing that came of that is her friends planned a Denny's morning run and didn't invite her.
Yeah.
And so she and another friend who didn't get invited crashed it. And I'm like, oh, the, the ball's on you guys to go and crash that versus like, attaboy, just crash it. You know, what's the worst that's going to happen? So, you know, there's, and it seemed to work out okay. They seem to have a good day. I don't, I don't know how it's played out, but it's one of those things where there's even parent involvement in some of this. Like from what I heard from that situation is the one girl who set it up, her her parents don't really approve of other kids that are in the group that my daughter gets along with and hangs out with. So like my daughter will go off and hang with these people, but this her other friend is not allowed to. via the parents. And so then the two girls have conflict because my daughter's hanging out with these people who this girl can't. So she feels left out. But it's not necessarily my daughter's fault for leaving her out. It's just she wants to hang out with these other friends as well.
Right.
Tricky situations to navigate, especially when you throw in parent involvement, multitude of it's like the more
Right,
people
right.
involved, more cooks in the kitchen, the more complicated it gets.
That's a Peter Townsend song. Just another
Really?
tricky day.
Library of music, this guy. You going anywhere this weekend? Any travel plans? Going to visit kids?
I am not. Next
Okay.
weekend, I think it's Labor Day weekend. I'm going to be up to
Yep.
visit relatives up in Indianapolis. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm doing housework here. I've got some mortar work. I've got to do painting. Just a lot of
All
little
right.
things. I actually need
Nice.
to pick up after myself because I tend to make a mess.
Yeah. You're like, wait, I can't blame this on kids anymore. Shit, this is me.
No, that's my excuse. It's like, well, it's not an excuse, but at the end of the day, I get projects out. I'll literally just carpet the front room with my projects and just make little piles. It's like
Oh,
it's just to remind me, what I should do. It's like
yeah.
I need to fix this. I need to get this. It's like either do it or throw it away type thing.
Yeah.
It's almost like recycling or purging. It's like you just need to deal with it.
That's cool. I mean, your own way of organizing. You can do it. More
Yeah,
power to
yeah.
you. Right. And then now you got a bunch of piles you're going to look at this weekend and get through them.
Well, everybody has a pile system, right? It's like whether it's
Yeah.
paperwork or whatever it is. It's like you just put
Yeah.
it there. It's like I'm going to get to this, not a problem,
Hmm.
soon.
Yeah.
And I forget you had a story. It's like it took you 3 months to work on that wall fix.
Yeah.
It's like
Finally
it
done.
just some days it just happens in an afternoon. Some days it happens the next quarter.
Yeah, exactly. All right, man. Well, have a good weekend.
No,
Thanks
it
for
was great to be
thanks for
with you.
jumping
I'm
up and
glad
hanging
I got
out.
on video. I think I've been on here a couple times, and I had a black box, and
Yeah.
it was audio only or video only, and it's like so.
Yeah.
I think this worked out well. Thank you.
Technology is something else.
I know.
All right, people. Everybody went quiet on us, but that's totally fine. We will
I
be
know. I
back.
was
Everybody
figuring Oz
have
or MP or somebody would say something. I was trying to
yeah,
watch the
it's
feed.
okay. We're all good. The iPad doesn't even like when you guys comment anyways because it's too hard for me to push the buttons on this lazy iPad, but it's all good. We'll be back on Monday. Everybody enjoy their sat and their sun and do the reading and hang out on X and find me.
All right.
See you, man.
Sounds
Have a
good.
great day. Bye, bud. All right, give me a second, people, to get this stuff rolling. There's the title screen.